Hello, welcome to the podcast today. As we notice that Scythe is losing his brain cells again, like he does every time the opening comes on to one of these. I just want to say hello, everybody. This ain't going to be a stupid long one today because actually tired myself, and I'm pretty sure Scythe is also tired, or Darkwave, whatever you want to fucking call him. But how you guys doing today?
Hello, everyone. I am Scythe, the worst Sparking Zero player of all time.
Stop saying that. That doesn't make
Give
any
me,
sense.
if y'all want easy wins, play me.
hmm
I only use Krillin, really.
hmm Anywho,
I
how
am
are you guys
trash.
doing today? As you notice, the room has changed. Sparking Zero is also a damn good game too. I didn't realize how much of a good game it was until I was playing it for real.
I just realized your room did change. Were you in the actual bedroom now?
hmm Instead of where I was previously, so completely different room. But like I said, today is not going to be a long one. Just a few things we never got to talk about, and then of course the next time we have this podcast, we're gonna obviously have more stuff. First things first. What do you feel about Nintendo suing Power World for random patents that they randomly made up? I believe.
I genuinely think uh, Nintendo's a crock of shit.
Yeah.
I was going to try to be nice about it. Fuck being nice. We all know I'm not known for that. Nintendo's a crock of shit. Uh, they do not want competition in their own space. And by them suing Power World's developers and the Power World ecosystem,
hmm
that's what it shows you. It shows that Nintendo genuinely is afraid. I mean, there's another game coming out. I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna look it up while I speak.
hmm
That basically has the same cash mechanic and everything.
Next
Um,
month.
no, I will tell you the name in a little bit, but it's just like here it is. Mirabo,
Mm.
Mirabo Go. If you want to go on YouTube and check it out, it's Miraibo Go.
That that's hilarious.
And literally looks like, well, I mean, it has the same mechanics. Let's see
Mm.
if Nintendo go after them as well. But it just shows that they are afraid. Um, they don't want competition because they want to continue being lazy with their Pokemon games. Um, all this tells me that it scares me that Pokemon Legends ZA will probably be mid.
Yeah,
Um,
we kind of already know that.
and which is sad because I like the Legends Arceus. I'm gonna keep my eyes on ZA because I think the Legends series has something with it, but we'll see. But they don't want competition because they don't want to try anymore. Um, and it shows. It shows Nintendo doesn't want to try anymore. The last Pokemon game they tried on was Pokemon Sun and Moon,
hmm
and everything after that, not including Ultra Sun and Moon, everything after that has been losing quality. I
Yeah,
think uh, Sword and Shield visually in terms of the animations was probably the best they've ever done. The story was lackluster,
oh yeah, that
but
story was
Scarlet and
terrible.
Violet, I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Yeah,
From
that
the
was
lazy
just.
gimmick, the gimmick was lazy.
What was the gimmick in that one again?
Basically, everyone had Greninja's ability, the terrestrialized thing or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It was lazy, garbage. The raids were more interesting because you had to really think about what to bring, sure, but other than that, the gimmick was boring. It essentially, let's take Greninja and uh Cinderace's ability and give it to every Pokemon, and then nerf Greninja and Cinderace because we can't have them switching things because this is our gimmick now. It's fucking garbage. The story was okay towards the back half, but that's not enough. And I thought the characters were fine, but again, just overall lazy.
Yeah. Other than that, it's also starting to feel like that Pokemon's starting to have no choices in anything. Like they give you choices and you can't say no and half the crap. At this point, I just feel like Pokemon is just dated, and it is out of all the Nintendo franchises the most dated one out of all of them. Because every last one of them always they move up in some way, shape, or form, and it is the funniest thing to see that they're the only ones stuck in 1990 versus Metroid, who has Prime and various other games where it's moved up, while while Pokemon stays back in the 90s. And you're like, dude, we've had innovations in the past at this point. Your game is getting old. Voice acting alone is just like, bro, come on, dude. We don't need to see non-voice acting in games like this anymore. And
I, I
for the
can't deny it.
yeah,
I do think that
what you think?
I've said this before. While they have Pokemon has kind of been the same bubble,
Yeah,
I do think there's an audience for it. I mean, I've been playing it since I was a kid, so obviously it still is an audience for me.
yeah,
I've said it once, and I've said it many times. The animations and the animations of the moves and stuff from Sword and Shield and that,
yeah,
with the gameplay style, and maybe it's not possible to do it in that particular style, but a mixture of the two with Legends Arceus,
yeah,
I think was the direction that Game Freak and Nintendo should have gone.
yeah,
And they didn't do that. They took some aspects of Arceus for Scarlet and Violet, but they didn't take anything that was good from Arceus. They didn't take the Pokemon attacking you. They didn't take none of this. And then the animation quality, in my opinion, is when dog shit. I mean, you look at Pyro Ball and Sword and Shield, and you look at Pyro Ball and fucking Scarlet and Violet. I mean, what are we doing? Legitimately made me stop playing the game. I love Cinderace. It's probably my favorite fire starter, but it's crazy. I hope Power World wins because Power World came out before those patents even went into play. So who knows?
So now we got to see who wins, what happens. Um, I can't wait to see how it turns out. Because at this point,
Yeah.
like I said, it's just nonsense. And the fact that they even made these patents and try to act like they're innocent in this situation. Oh, we found these patents, yada yada yada. You're like,
That's
no,
because
y'all
Power World
didn't.
made money and Power
Yeah,
World became popular, and Power World to some people is better than Pokemon.
to a
They
lot of
can't
people, it's
have
better than Pokemon.
competition. They don't want competition.
Yeah,
It's like Miyazaki suing any Souls game.
any Souls like it's gonna get stupid annoying.
Like
It'll get real dumb, real quick.
if I'm a developer, I want competition.
Hmm.
Not only so I can say I'm better than everyone else, but
Mm-hmm.
to push me forward.
But at the same time, hold on, I'm sorry. But yeah, at the same time, like all the Souls games, they have the same thing. They can always say they have competition, but they always tend to be better than their competition.
That's because they don't. That's because a lot of Souls people who make Souls games think that the audience want difficult gameplay all the time,
Yeah,
and
that's all they think.
that's not what Dark Souls and Demon Souls and all that shit's about. Sure, they're challenging and they bring you a sense of challenge, but it's not about being super hard. It never has been. You know,
Even he said it. He was like, "Yo, that's not the point. The
it's
point
not.
is,
It's never been like Dark Souls games. They teach you about yourself as a gamer as well. Like you may play games, but you may playing a Dark Souls game, you may realize, damn, I really love playing like tanky characters, or damn, I really love playing magicians in RPGs. It teaches you, and each of these bosses, the bosses that you encounter in the Souls games, you can attack them in different ways. It's trial and error.
Yeah.
You know, you have these belligerent clowns in the community who think, oh, well, if you use this or you use that, or if you do this, you're not playing the game right. And that's all garbage. You know, if I run around with rivers of blood and I beat the game, who gives a shit?
Yeah, it doesn't
Who
matter.
cares? That's who cares?
As long as
If you
you're not
use
fucking.
if you
As long as
use
you're not
summons,
cheating.
yeah, as long as you're not doing fucking cheats where you're one hitting the bosses or cheats where you have infinite health or shit like that, who gives a shit?
And even
I
if you
don't
were
care what
cheating,
methods you use that's
yeah,
in the actual game.
as long as you're not cheating with other people or against other people, dude, it doesn't
Yeah.
really fucking matter.
Whatever you use in the game that is legitimate and is in the game,
Yeah.
fair game. If
Yeah.
you say you beat the game using all spirit summons, more power to you. You beat the fucking game. I don't care. But you know, you have these geeks that think that it is invalid. No, yeah, I can fuck off. So, but again, the Souls like people, they only make their games thinking, oh, we'll just make it hard. And it's like, no, because
Yeah.
if you play a Dark Souls game or any of From Software's games, for the most part, the bosses, while challenging, are fair. And a lot of these Souls likes, you just fight these bosses like, this is not even fucking fair. Like, what the fuck am I watching? What the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
am I
why I said
playing?
Lords of the Fallen and Lies of P are two complete different experiences.
Lords of the Fallen just was a bunch of different shit for the sake of just different shit. Lies of P, I felt most bosses was fair. It's just the parry system was kind of shit, which they wanted you to lean on, but the parry system is shit. Thus, couldn't really lean on it.
Yeah.
The King of the Souls like is still Neo too,
Oh yeah.
and I wish they did it. Just bring him back. But I need some water, so
Go
you
ahead.
lead the next topic, and I will be right back.
Okay. Next one I'll talk about Concord possibly coming back.
Say what?
That's going to be fun. Concord possibly coming back, and people are weirded out by this. Excuse me, folks. I'm also doing something at the same time. Oh, sorry about that. So Concord is coming back, and probably gonna edit this out in the final cut. So Concord is coming back, and while Concord has it has its issues, I really don't think it should come back, especially in this landscape. The game came and it felt like a wet thud, and it was genuinely a issue with the game. Like it genuinely just didn't have what it needed, and it we even said this multiple times. It is the least attractive game in the franchise, and it's the least attractive game that ever came out. It's fucking weird, and because of what the game represented, it just came out like a wet thud, and it genuinely, I think should not come back the way it's trying to come back. It failed. It failed everywhere. It failed everywhere. And now we're getting games like Unknown Nine and stuff like that is just so fucking bad. It's not even funny at this point.
I don't even know why Concord would even bother when you have Marvel Rivals coming out in like 2 months.
Yeah, Marvel Rival comes out in 2 months, and it's almost like, dog, you don't really think. I really don't think you should waste your time. I really either make it free or just don't waste your time, because these motherfuckers are talking about having it come out, and it, let's just say it's not going to look good in any way, shape, or form if it comes out and it still fucks up and fails simply because of the landscape of Marvel Rivals and anything like that.
The game should just stay dead.
It should stay dead.
People still play Overwatch. People are going to enjoy Marvel Rivals. The hero shooter space, in my opinion, is it's those two games are pretty much going to rule the day.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't even bother. Genuinely, would not even bother. Write your losses off.
Yeah, stop
and just let it be.
Just fucking stop. The game is okay. The game is not. Again, it has no supers. It has nothing else that makes it stand apart from the fact that it's fucking that it was made with millions of dollars by Sony. That's the right word to say. I was about to say something really fucked up, but yeah, it was made the way it's made. And again, I don't know what game companies are doing lately with their politics shit. They need to dead it. They just keep adding politics to games, and people are like, "We're not buying this." Again, Unknown 9 just came out, and it is literally launching to shit.
Sad.
It's a sad fucking day indeed. When Unknown 9 has come out, it's a Namco game. It came out and it studded. It thudded something fierce.
I just don't get it.
I don't get it either, but they keep trying this shit and it's not working. And as I said the first 1,000 times, sometimes you just gotta fucking just stop and just let people breathe when it comes to your video games. Nobody wants to fucking play a game where it matters who the fuck we play as. We just want to play a game where the character is a character and not their race is their character. I hate that shit so much.
If you're not giving me a story, if you're not giving me a movie or any type of actual lore that matters, I don't give a shit if I play as a fucking donkey.
Yeah.
Just like we have said this numerous times. When these shooters or hero shooters reveal characters or they talk about characters,
mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit what their skin color is, if they're gay, if they're straight, if they're trans. The only thing I care about is what role they play in their fucking kit. All this other shit that y'all trying to give to me is worthless information.
Yeah, and they keep doing this shit.
It's like, oh, Tracer is gay. Great. That's awesome. I mean, am I going to cut on the game of Overwatch and see Tracer eating her girlfriend's pussy? Am I going to see that on screen?
No.
Am I going to turn on Overwatch and she's finger fucking her girlfriend? The answer is no. When I cut on Overwatch, I'm going to see a title screen, a bunch of characters with guns, and when I hit match, it's going to match with a bunch of people, and I'm going to go in there and shoot people. I'm not running around as Tracer finger banging a Widowmaker on the screen. I don't care.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. You know, so the thing that bugs me is you only see their hands, so it doesn't really fucking matter at the end of the day.
If you're not going to do anything with these characters, and I don't want to hear, oh well, there's a lore in Overwatch. Yes, we know there's lore in Overwatch, but let's be real here. If you're not going to give me a movie,
Yeah.
If you're not going to give me a TV show, a manga, an anime, I don't give a shit about your lore right now.
Yeah.
I don't care because the fuck have y'all told me? We know snippets, we know certain things, and that's it. And none of the things we know, none of the characters' preferences or sexuality, nothing matters.
It does not.
Who
No,
give a shit.
we do
Nothing that y'all have told us even matters about Tracer being this, Soldier being that. Who cares?
not. Who cares?
Give me
No
their
one
kit. I remember they did that with the what's his name? Not Baptiste, the other healer. Oh God.
The one that's pansexual.
Yeah, him. I think they came out with his sexuality
Before they came out with his kit.
And I'm like,
And I was like, who the fuck
where
cares?
is his kit? I don't care. Congrats. He's pan. Round of applause.
And I'm
Where's
like,
his kit?
yeah. I was like, fucking get out of here. Who cares? And it turns
Where's
out
his kit?
he's okay. He's not even that good.
He's fine. But
he's
where's his
okay.
kit? I literally put, that's great. Happy for him. Where's his kit? This means nothing to me.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of these joints is just like, yo, where are the straight characters? What happened to those?
Venture goes by they. That's perfectly fine. Venture
Who the fuck
this,
is
venture
Venture?
that. He, she, they, it. Great. What is their kit?
Who the
What
fuck
do
is
they
Venture?
do?
Venture? Who's that?
Another character in Overwatch.
Hmm.
They go by they or them.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm like,
don't give a
that's
fuck.
great. Perfectly fine. I don't care. What is their kit?
Yeah, at the end of the day, they don't be announcing these kits, and it's really fucking agitating.
Like, if you don't give me the kit, I could give two shits. Like, I don't care because it means nothing to me. If you're not doing anything, if it means nothing story-wise, there's no lore behind why they're them, this, that, and that. I don't care. When you bring me lore for it, maybe I'll give a shit. Until then, just give me their kit and move the fuck on.
Yeah, they need to learn that shit. Like,
And
real bad.
Concord saying, "Oh, this person's this and that person's that." And this
Yeah,
person's
everybody, nobody is straight in this game. You're like,
that.
oh,
And
I
I'm
don't
like,
really
"That's
give a
great. Congratulations. No one's straight.
Congratulations.
I don't care. Do they shoot a shotgun or do they throw knives? What do they do?"
fuck.
Like,
Yeah. And how is this? It just didn't make any sense. But at the end of the day, as you can see, their game got canceled, and they got it's nothing. No one cares. So, end of the day, it is what it is.
because we're focused on the wrong things.
Yeah, they keep focusing on the wrong
It's
things.
the same
and
thing with the Assassin's Creed. I mean, not Assassin's Creed. With Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei. We're focused on the wrong things.
we're focused on the fact that the actress is pansexual and says some weird shit.
Here's
But at
the
the end of the day, Huh?
We're worried about what she says about men and this, that, and third. I'm gonna say this once, and I'll say it 1,000 times. I don't give a fuck. Did she say some stupid shit? Sure. Do your job, voice the character, and give me a good game.
that's all I
it.
care about. That's it.
If your performance sucks, I'll switch the language to Japanese. Boom. Do
That's
I care
hilarious.
what she says on Twitter? No. Do I care about her personal views? No.
No.
If her personal views get her blacklisted by some people, that is on the person herself. I am a gamer. I have my lane. I play the games and I critique the games. If she does a poor job, I will critique her work. But I don't give a shit who
Yeah.
he says about what. I don't care.
Yeah, and the sexuality should not be an issue for anybody.
Who cares?
It doesn't really matter unless the character goes, "I am a random."
And
what's it
on
called?
top of that, if the game is built around that, I'm not blaming her.
Yeah,
I'm gonna blame Sucker Punch, the people who are making the game. She is nothing more but a face and a voice. My opinion: do your job, do it well, and go about your day. Oh well, they need to know who they hired. Do you think these, unless you did some truly vile shit, do you think these companies are going on there and typing in, let's see what you wrote about your sexuality? No. When it comes to background checks, unless you did or said some truly vile shit, these companies don't care. Give us your voice, give us your face and get the fuck out. She probably wasn't even in a recording studio. That's nothing I don't think people know about voice actors. Most voice actors record by themselves. They're barely ever with other people. It's them and the directors. And sometimes they record a shit in their own house and just send it off.
Exactly. That's exactly what fucking happened.
We are gamers. Stick to what we do. I am not going to be Twitter police. I'm not going to waste my time worrying about what another woman thinks, whether it's stupid or not. That is her prerogative. Is it fucking dumb? Sure. Do I give a shit? No. I'm gonna play Ghost of Yotei. I'm not even gonna think about the fucking bitch whatsoever.
I'm gonna platinum it, so it doesn't really fucking matter. But
I'm gonna play it, and if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good, because again, I would like to platinum it. Because I platinum Ghost of Tsushima, and I've been challenged to platinum, like certain companies, I will platinum their games consistently. And it keeps me busy. I can platinum both the Spider-Mans, Ghost of Tsushima, Infamouses, all the Infamouses, except for one, because I can't play it anymore. So I can't platinum it. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's this fucking weird, it's this weird thing that people are doing now. And at the end of the day, unless she fucking says something that is so vital off the wall, or she's talking about doing some off the wall shit, let's relax.
Listen.
Her sexuality does not fucking matter. At the end of the day, just chill. Just do what you got to do.
I think we as people have forgotten to just be gamers.
Yeah.
We have to, it's like we are in a society now where we have to critique anyone's personal thought. Again, barring some truly vile shit like pedophilia or stuff like that.
Oh no, I would never defend that shit.
I'm just saying, barring that stuff. Obviously, there's a line, but we're talking about, I'm not going to condemn someone for saying something I may think is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if she's an activist. I don't give a shit if she says men are this, men are that. She is one person. I probably heard of her before, but even then, it's like, who gives a shit? I don't care.
True.
They got your face and your voice. Great. I don't see the woman when I see Ghost of Tsushima. I see whatever character Sucker Punch created, and that's it. She's probably long since done her job anyway. Her job probably been done a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. Voice acting is some of the first things they do. It's over. We have to remember we are nothing more but gamers. You want to be a fucking police officer? Go apply for a police job. We're gamers. Not going to condemn someone. It is not our place. You either play it or you don't. And that's the end of it. For those who catch wind of this, if you don't like what I say, blow me.
Yeah.
Learn our place. We are gamers. We buy the games.
Yeah.
If what they say, if you don't like it, don't play it. You know what? I agree with it. Why? Because it's time, all these people, all these so-called super microscope watching people's personal lives fans.
Yeah.
They say they're not going to do this. They say they're not going to do that. Oh, I'm not doing this. And yet y'all turn around and y'all be the first ones on the fucking game. The first ones. You have geeks. Let's boycott Hoyoverse. And yet you're still playing Hoyoverse games.
Oh yeah, there are those people right there.
You have people say, let's boycott Genshin Impact. And then I'll go on Twitter and they'll talk about Genshin Impact and their first thing is, oh, I'm not putting money into it. You're not boycotting the game then. You're still giving them active numbers.
I didn't even think of it like that.
Like, these people have no. These people who want to boycott, that claim boycott or I'm not going to buy the game, they have no fucking balls. Because I guarantee you, there will be a lot. I'm not going to say everyone. There will be a lot of people who say, "Oh, I'm not buying Ghost of Yotei." Oh, blah, 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 blah. And I guarantee you, some of them will go to the game store and pick it up. And then they'll play it. And then they'll either do one of two things. You won't hear them, and then they'll just fade into the fucking wind. Or they'll try to say, "Oh, well, she's a woke because she's powerful," or this, that, and the third, and this, that, and give their shitty fucking opinion about the game. And then they'll say, and then we'll say, "Why did you buy it anyway?" And their response will be, "Well, I had to see if it actually was going to be bad."
I actually love
If
when
you're
people say
going to
that.
boycott, or if you're planning on saying fuck a series or this, that, and third, have some fucking balls. Genuine fucking balls. And hold up to your word. At least hold up to your word for that particular game or franchise. Or if you're going to talk such big shit,
Yeah.
keep your word. I'm gonna use an example of myself, and I haven't even talked shit about the franchise either. But I've stuck to my guns for 15 years. Look at Assassin's Creed.
It's currently also getting in trouble.
That's a whole different fucking discussion.
I don't want to know how that happened.
This is a thing called fictional, whatever.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm not getting into it. But Assassin's Creed, I've said this on this show. The last Assassin's Creed game I have played was number 3. 3. I cut out the franchise, and I pretty much told everyone who knows me, Wild Fang, Spirit, our friend Jamal, whomever, I've said I'm done until I get something that I want, which was ninjas and shit. I'm done. And have I bought or played an Assassin's Creed game since then? No. I had some fun. Now, have I watched? Sure. But have I ever said Assassin's Creed was bad?
Nope.
I just said I am done until I get what I want. I'm cutting ties with the franchise until I get what I want. I'm done. They insulted my intelligence, and I'm done with this shit. Give me something I want, maybe I'll come back. I've said this all my life. And I have yet to buy an Assassin's Creed game, nor have I played one until they give me what I want. And they might be giving me what I want. And I'm still not sold on this game. Because I have some fucking balls.
Yeah. And besides, we got Ghost of Tsushima. I really don't care. Yes. I was going to rent it from GameFly anyway. And
Will I play it? Maybe.
Possibly.
It's giving me ninjas. Everyone knows I'm a sucker for ninjas. And this is the game I've been asking for. Wildfang can test this. We went to high school since 2009.
Yep.
So if I do play it, it's like, well, they finally gave him what he wants. But I still have balls, and I haven't bought one nor played since. Because they're not giving me what I want. I've watched Fighting Cowboy play it. I've watched little videos here and there. I'm like, okay, this ain't what I want. And kept it moving. Didn't buy it, didn't cave in. But I never talked truly shit about it. It'd be one thing if I said, "Oh, this game's a bad, this, that, and third," and I turn around and buy it. But no.
Yeah.
So for all you people who want to boycott Ghost of Yotei, want to boycott Hoyoverse, boycott Assassin's Creed Shadows, grow some balls.
Yeah, a lot of people have not grown balls. They're just saying the same shit that everyone else is saying. They're not buying it. I'm not buying it simply because if it plays like the last 3 games, I'll get bored literally in between it because I don't want to play The Witcher anymore. I'm good. I've played The Witcher 3. It is a fantastic game, worthy of its title, but not. I don't want to play The Witcher, but I'm an assassin. Like I'm sick of playing these Assassin's Creed games where if I stab you in the neck, you're not dead. Like that shit's annoying.
Yeah. But
I'm
see,
done.
and see, your reason for not playing it is gameplay reasons. Because
Yeah,
we're gamers.
yeah,
I don't care if Yasuke's in the game. I don't give a shit. Like, did we forget we're playing as these people that walk around in so-called white hoods, cut their finger off, and stab people in the fucking heads?
yeah. That's the main part
Did
I
we
care about.
forget this?
But it's also the fact that they try to make Yasuke, you can actually make him gay, and which actually in Japan, that's a big no to turn one of their historical figures something that they were not. So that's the part where I'm just like, I get it, I understand,
But that's the choice. That's the gamer's choice.
I
Isn't
know,
it?
but at the end of the
That's
day,
the choice.
I know, but at the end of the day, you can't. Japan has their reasons on why they don't like it. Gamers, they don't. And I've literally watched a white gamer literally speak like he was an Asian man and say, "We don't like the Baraka people in what's it called?" And I was just like, that's a no, cut it. So now you all lost the plot on it, but you will see what happens.
Here's the thing about. I understand that in the culture how they look at gays and all that.
Yeah,
Especially in that time.
and mind you, in that time, it's not a thing.
I know.
But at the end of the day, that's why I said the only people that can get offended because they did use some imagery for World War II stuff and all that good stuff for their game, the only people that can be offended is genuinely just Japan. I've literally watched some white people, some regular people get mad at the game simply because you get to use a black person. And I'm like, what? That's missing the point of what Japan is saying.
Japan, here's the thing. I don't give a shit when a game is taking place.
Yeah.
I will never, granted, this is supposed to be way before World War II. I don't even know what World War II has to do with any of this.
Oh, yeah. They had a statue with Yasuke, and he had the half of the Torah. The half of the Torah is the thing for World War II, for anybody who survived the nuke.
There should be zero World War II because Yasuke was nowhere near alive at that point.
Yeah. He was already dead.
That's number one. I would never have anything World War II related in any fucking game, personally.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's first of all, that's just out of our no. That's number one. The whole gay thing, I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
Japan has to understand, just like we have to understand, we are in a time where that shit is going to be almost an option in any game with romance because of the so-called world we live in.
Yeah.
Where if it's not in something, we are wrong, meaning people are wrong.
Yeah.
And Japan has to understand that. Just like we have to understand that. I understand why they're upset because in that time it was frowned upon. But the facts of it is we live in a world today where if everything's not included, they are the people behind the project is wrong because then there's relationships, but why could I date this guy if I'm Yasuke, or why could I date a girl if I'm Noe? And it's like,
yeah, at the end of the day though, it's just like that situation with Egypt and Cleopatra. Where Egypt was just like, what are you doing to our history? You can't fuck up our history. At the end of the day, while I understand and what you're saying is 100% accurate, going against somebody else's kingdom or somebody else's place of providence and trying to make it seem like that, let's just say the only people at the end of the day that can only be offended is literally just Japan. And they're the only people that I will understand.
That is true, but let's be real. There were gays back then too.
There were gays back then, yes, but
they
like
were
said,
there. It's That's why I'm like, it's an understanding point.
Yeah.
But we're in 2024. We at this point, like, I legitimately think we take things a little too far.
Yeah.
Like, I am not going to look at a game.
Yeah.
And this is just me. And this is no disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am not going to look at a game that has been going on for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
With people who wear white capes, jump off 100 feet buildings, and give a shit what they do.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. But we can only speak for ourselves. We can't speak for anybody fucking else at this point.
The World War II thing, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
The gay thing, there were gay people back then, people. I'm sorry to inform you. They were there.
Yeah.
And it's just, and again, your history.
Yeah.
We're playing as assassins.
Yeah.
That alone.
But they decided to use to let you use a historical character. See, that's where it kind of becomes like a.
Didn't we use a historical character in Assassin's Creed 3?
No.
Wasn't George Washington in that game?
He was in the game. We didn't use George Washington.
But he was in the game. Okay. We use Yasuke in everything now. He's been in everything at this point.
Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, it's the only people that I've said, and this is just coming from me. And then mind you, the only people that has their rights to be offended is genuinely Japan. Anybody else getting offended and saying, why is there a black person, is clearly racist. Like, Yasuke exists.
Why should Japan worry if it's a... So wait, should Japan be upset that it's Yasuke, or should Japan be that you can make him gay?
Both. Everything you just said. It's just a bunch of historical stuff that they're trying to do. But at the end of the day, it's not it's not our business. Like, that's why I keep trying to like tell people, like, yo.
But I'm not getting it. Yasuke existed. So
he did. But some people say he wasn't a samurai, but there's also he was just a retainer.
So
at the end of the day,
were they pissed about Neo 2?
I don't know.
Were they pissed about Samurai Warriors 5?
He was not a samurai in Samurai Warriors 5. But that
He's
game
a fighter. Doesn't matter. He's in the game.
Yeah.
Were they upset about his own show on Netflix?
That show was bad.
I'm just saying, were they upset? Like, this is what I mean.
That's why I said.
I'm not seeing any of this stuff.
Yeah.
This is my issue with anything regarding Assassin's Creed and Yasuke. First of all, let's be real. No one's playing as him because an assassin is ninja. Ninja is assassin. No one's playing.
Yeah, I'd rather just play Assassin's Creed to play with the fucking ninja.
Yeah, no one's playing as Yasuke. In fact, no one would play a samurai, no matter who. It could be fucking Sarada Yukimura, and no one would touch him. Why would I? That's number one. Number two.
Yeah.
All this discourse about Yasuke. Neo 2's come out. He was a samurai. Mm-hmm. Samurai Warriors, I mean, the tiles in itself, he used gauntlets, but let's be real.
Yeah.
And he had his own Netflix show. I heard no mass amount of discourse in any of this.
Yeah, hey, like I said, dude, it's just weird. And like I said, it's weird. And again, the only people I actually will be like, okay, I get it, is Japan. And realistically, America or Americans can't really get mad for other people. And I hate when people do that. It's fucking stupid, but it happens.
Fucking Twitter police.
Yeah, people get offended for other people. But the last thing I want to talk about before we wrap this up, did you see that Dynasty Warriors?
Yeah.
When I saw the preview, I was like, what? What is your opinion on that shit?
You talking about Origins, right?
Yeah.
So you really want me going on another tangent here, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you two answers here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the political answer,
and
I'm gonna give you my honest takes. The political answer is we haven't seen enough to really judge.
Yeah.
That's the truth of it. That's the that is reality. My honest thoughts, like just me as a Dynasty Warriors fan, I look at that gameplay. Now, I don't know if this is true. Apparently, there's only 9 playable characters. Now, that could be wrong. I don't know. I would hope not. But I asked myself why. Why is this needed? Why am I playing John Doe in the Three Kingdoms?
Yeah, it was weird, but I did like the graphics. Looked like it was Neo.
That's fine. That's their bread. That's what they do now. That means nothing to me. Why? Like, you're giving me a John Doe custom character. For what? If I remember correctly, that's what Empires was for.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's a created character that they created, and I'm like, I don't really care.
But that's the problem. Why? Like, at that point, like, legitimately, first of all, I honestly have no words because every time I looked at that gameplay, I looked at that game like 6 times, and I just asked myself, but why? Like, why can't we? I understand people may say, "Oh well, Dynasty Warriors needed to evolve."
It did, just not in the ways they keep trying to do it.
And to be fair, I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree on some things. Improving, yes. Evolving, no. Here's the thing: no one played Dynasty Warriors to be like this.
Yeah, it's a comfort food.
This is what we play Dynasty Warriors to do. Man, that ultimate. Damn, that Mushu look good, man. Damn.
It's a fucking comfort food. It's a fucking
who's this
comfort
new character?
food. Yeah.
Okay, let me choose this new character.
Oh my god, he got this weapon? Are you serious right now?
That rocking.
Yeah. Oh my god, he got these double
That's what
chains.
we play the game for. To calm, to relax, to just basically play the game without too many repercussions unless you decide to put it on hard mode.
Yeah. And then you're obviously going to be fucking struggling because they're going to beat the shit out of you.
All this shit, from the gameplay changes in 9 and any other game they do now, to the embarrassment that was Dynasty Warriors 9 as well, to the piss poor shit that was Samurai Warriors 5, and now this Dynasty Warriors Origins. Origins of what? This fucking clown?
I don't even know who it is. And I was like, what kingdom is he going with? And you're like, oh, shit.
He's basically a vagabond you play with in Dynasty Warriors Empires. Why? Why?
Don't know, son.
And let's say that, and I hope it's not true. There's only like 9 playable characters, because that would be fucking horrendous. In fact, I at that point, I would probably just laugh, honestly. Now you saw some playable characters in the in the trailer. But see, when you give us a custom character, for the most part, typically you don't want to ever use them or use other characters ever again. Typically.
Yeah.
Why? Just why? Like, why are you giving us fucking parries and dodge roll? Like, if I wanted all that, I'll go fucking play fucking Dark Souls, or I'll play fucking Wulong, or I'll play Neo 2. Don't put this shit in Dynasty. This shit does not fit in Dynasty Warriors. I don't play Dynasty Warriors to shit. I'm like I'm playing fucking Wulong. I play Dynasty Warriors to kill shit and move on, and to relax, turn my brain off.
Yeah, essentially. But Yeah, for me, I saw it and I was just like, "What's going on here?" But we'll see what happens, and we'll of course be updating it. Uh, and of course, me and Dark will be playing the shit out of the game because we're both Dynasty Warriors fans. If it's good,
You say you're playing shit. I mean, I ain't fucking bought a game.
it depends if it's good. If it's not good, I'm not gonna waste
I mean,
my time.
Eden Zero has a game coming out, and that's like a Dynasty Warriors clone. Like, I'm buying that instead of this.
I'm probably gonna buy AI Limit too because that game I was actually having fun with the demo. I'm still gotta go beat it.
You know,
Let's. You said
that
what?
game. No, AI Limit.
Yeah.
Or I Limit, I'm saying. I'm gonna touch on that, actually.
Give me a second. Go ahead and say what you're saying.
Those devs basically said, we're tired of waiting for Code Vein 2. We're going to make it ourselves. It is a comparable Souls-like. It has, for the time, from what I've seen, a nice set of weapon variety. There's some things I would like fixed, like the healing time. I think heals need to be faster. I think her actual parry frames need to be faster, and not in an instance similar to the katana.
Uh-huh.
The boss was fine. I think the game will be fine, but I am getting tired of these Souls games, man.
I said that last time, and y'all was like, y'all not.
Well,
Yellow,
it's
okay.
not that. It's okay. My standards for them are much higher now,
Yeah.
and I'm at the point now where, as more come out,
Yeah.
I will no longer like. My tolerance level for mediocrity with the Souls likes is very like Lords of the Fallen. I have zero respect for.
Yeah.
Didn't care. Lies of P, I respected.
Mm-hmm.
Lies of P is like as low as I want to go now for a Souls game.
Yeah, it has to be on
I
the
limit-
level for me.
I Limit was a mixed bag in terms of like what I want. I feel like it's right there at where it's like acceptable for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I don't know if you heard me. This is basically Code Vein 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is essentially Code Vein 2. I mean, down to the fucking. I mean, everything was like Code Vein. Every fucking thing. The UI, the enemies. They basically said, we're tired of Bandai Namco taking their fucking sweet time. We'll make it ourselves.
Yeah, we'll do it fine. We'll do it ourselves type of shit.
I just hope the builds are fun. And from what I've played, they are.
Yeah.
I just hope the builds are fun. The game is good, and the bosses aren't stupidly hard for the sake of being stupidly hard. You can make them challenging, but make them fair.
Yeah, fair but challenging.
All I want.
That's all that fucking matters.
So, and the fact that they, even though they nerfed the fucking boss,
Mhm.
and I agree with that, but the fact that they actually updated the demo
Yeah.
with patches shows that dev team cares.
Yeah.
And just by that alone, even though I disagree with them nerfing the boss, I would not have done that. Just for that alone, I'm going to more than likely buy their game and support them.
Yeah, because they care.
I've never really seen people update the demos.
Up the demos, yeah.
So that alone makes me care.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens. That being said, did you have anything else you wanted to say before I let?
No.
All
That is
right.
all.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully within a week, or within 2 weeks this time instead of like a month and a half, because we were fucking busy. Jesus. But all right, dude.